thanks for joining me today. I'm here with my wonderful husband, Sam Powell.
Hello.
And we are sharing with you a workout, a sample workout that you could do with someone who has neck and lower back pain, which is not actually untrue for him. He is an automotive designer, so we know from his occupation that he's constantly like hunched over his desk and like drawing like this, so he's really like rounded. He's also sitting all day, so we know that his chest is tight, his upper back's tight, and he also has tight hip flexors. To compound all of that, recreationally, he likes to bike. So not just like road biking or regular hangout biking, it's like trick biking, doing flips in the air, and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So as we know in biking, right, you're in a lot of positions where you're like this, and he's kind of pulling the bike up to do these tricks. So a lot of times he's actually in flexion, right, to do his tricks. So he is living in a constant state of flexion with his upper back and hip flexion with his hips. In addition to all of those things combined, his lower back, he's had tightness and pain there before, and he's had x-rays done that show that he has thinning discs and compression, which would be of someone who is 50 or 60 years old, because when he was younger, he used to skateboard. So his spine has seen a lot of repetitive compression, and so his body story is going to lead me to believe we need to focus on opening up the front of the hips. We need to work on some hip mobility. We also need to strengthen just a little bit of the muscles on the outside, inside of the hip, since he's working a lot of front to back muscles. We also really need to focus on spinal mobility, so getting him to open up in side bending and rotation, right, since he's living his life in flexion all the time. And extension will be especially important. And then also stretching and opening his chest, right? So those are the main things that we're going to focus on in today's workout. So I'm going to have him start with a nice little elongation exercise that I do with people who have back pain. He's going to be just seated on the reformer. And then for those of you who want to recreate this workout at home, if you want to follow along, we're going to start on the reformer and we're going to be using the wall. So really you just need a wall, you need reformer, and then prop-wise, that's really it. We're going to be, and a bosu, that's right. When we get to the tower portion of the workout, we'll be using bosu. Okay, so let's get started. He's going to start seated, and I like to use this exercise because it really gets people to feel the feeling of elongation that we want them to keep throughout the workout. So as we know, his spine is compressed, he needs to have that feeling. I'm going to come up and stand, place my hands on top of his head, wrap your hands around the front of the reformer for me. Yeah, that's good. And then scoot a little forward on here, so then bring your heels right under your knees. Yeah. So you're going to take a big inhale. On the exhale, you're going to press the crown of the head up into my hands to grow taller and anchor your sitting bones to the mat. Inhale, relax, release. Exhale, press the crown of the head up to the ceiling, grow taller, and feel your abdominals wrap around you like a corset. Inhale, relax, release. Exhale, press up into my hands. So he's lifting up and out of that lower back, tractioning the back of the neck, and I'm making sure that his head, shoulders, and hips are all in one nice long line. Do that just one more time. Inhale in, and then exhale as you press up. Grow taller, lengthen the back of the neck. Exactly. Good. Okay, so now he got that feeling, right? Doesn't that feel nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the feedback of the hands to press up into. Now he's going to take what he learned here and apply it at the wall. So you can walk around this way for me. So if you're on hardwood floor, you might need to put, like I have a bosu mat, which is a grippy mat. You know, it's good for the feet. Or you could just use a regular like sticky mat so people's feet don't slide. So he's going to come into a wall sit position now. I'm choosing this because the wall is going to give him that feedback again of staying elongated through the spine while working through his arms and having that feedback. So you're going to start with your arms here in a goal post position. Yep, and then I want you to just nod your chin a little. Just, you don't want to jam your chin into your chest, but I want you to lengthen the back of your neck. If you have someone who is severely tight, it's hard, you can't see from the side, you may need to place a pad between their head and the wall because they're going to be like this. He's actually okay. Now, you're going to slowly, while maintaining the connection to your abdominals, reach your arms up overhead. Just start with that. You almost want to think of sliding your arms along the wall. So this is also going to help him push back into the wall and open his chest. Slowly inhale, slide your elbows down the wall. Now exhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Exactly. Find that connection here and then come down. Yes. Lengthen the back of the neck a little bit more for me. Yes, that looks good. And then come down. Yeah. So he's working the legs right now, isometrically, to hold himself at the wall. He's got the feedback of the wall to continue getting the muscle memory of the elongation we built in the first exercise. And then come down. Okay. Now take your arms out in front of you. Right? He's really strong. A lot of people might need to take a break now, but he's got strong legs for biking. He's going to bend his elbows to bring the elbows into the wall. This is your inhale. Exhale, reach the arms out in front of you, grow taller through the spine, and yes, let the abdominals wrap around you. Inhale, bend your elbows. Exhale, reach the arms out in front. Reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Yes, to elongate the spine. Bend the elbows, inhale. Exhale, reach the arms out. You're just going to do that one more time. Inhale, bend in. Exhale, press forward from the chest, grow taller through the spine. Let your arms come down. Use your hands on the wall to press yourself up to standing. Yes, exactly. Okay, so in addition to a leg workout, right, you also got to feel like you were, lengthening against something, right? Right. So now we're going to take that and apply it to footwork. So now he can take his lessons from those first two exercises and apply it here. You're going to lay down your back, head here. It's all set up for you. You're going to put your toes on the bar first, okay? So your toes are going on hip distance apart. Yeah. Okay, so you want to set up your client for whatever they would use for footwork. He's a guy, he has strong legs, so I have him on 3 reds and 1 blue on the stopped machine. So I'm trying to get in footwork, right, all 10 of his toes on the bar so that he can wrap them evenly for even weight distribution to the feet, ankles, and toes. Now, he is actually a little bit, this is actually pretty good. You want a 90-degree angle, right, at the hip and the knee when someone's set up for footwork. I might move him out one more, but for the sake of transitions, I'm not going to. You're going to press the carriage out. Just press out first. Yep. Now, hold there and just stay for a minute. Let your arms come down by your sides. You want to relax the upper body completely. And see how your lower back is tucked under. Remember, yes. So think about pulling your hip bones forward and down. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. And so now he's got neutral lower back. He's not compressing. Otherwise, that would have been very compressive if he kept that the whole time. Bend your knees, come in. Yep. Now press back out. Yes, and then come back in. Good. Even weight through all 10 toes. And then return. So his knees like to go out to the side, right? Probably because he has super strong quads. And most guys don't have a lot of inner thigh strength stability, right? So I want you to think about pulling your knees in a little bit as you press out. So you stay right in line with your hips. Much better. Yep. And then out. Keep that length through the lower back. That's good. So you're not letting your tailbone tuck under. You're thinking tailbone heavy, hip bones open and long. Got the front of the hip open. Upper body relaxed. Arms gently pressed into the carriage. Yeah, you want to actively reach your fingers away from your ears to create space. One more time, go out. Yep, hold right here. You're going to go right into some running. So keep the toes on the bar. Bend your right knee and let your left heel drop onto the foot bar. Yes, exactly. Good. Now don't tuck under with your back when you do that. So unarch, or arch a little bit almost. Yeah, there you go. Now switch. Yes. So it should feel like a nice stretch, right? Yeah. Yep. And then you're going to switch again. Feels good. Good. Your back looks nice. And so let's talk about the head for a minute. You can keep going. So if he was really like, kind of like, really arch your chin, or bring your chin up and like arch your neck. Yeah. So if you have someone who's like this on their back, you might want to put the headrest up, right? But for him, you can go back to normal. Yeah. For him, he actually doesn't need it. He's pretty neutral in his head and neck without it, so I'm not giving him one. Yeah. Now add 2 pulses of your heel under the foot bar. Yeah. And then pulse twice. Very good. And pulse twice. So, for those of you that don't know, there is a fascial continuity from the heel up the back of the thigh, all the way running up and out here, up to the neck. So when he lengthens and reaches the heel under, he is getting traction, length, and stretch throughout the entire backside of his body. Yes. Now you can let both heels lower under the bar. No, keep your toes up. Yep. And then bring your toes up higher, because you're on heavy spring. So in order for him to feel like his feet aren't going to fall off, I'm going to have him move his feet up. And then I also want you to come over this way just a little, right in line with your hip.
Okay.
Right there. Okay. Now let your heels drop under the bar. Now, is that enough? Do you want me to pull more?
Feels good.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel the stretch.
Okay, so I'm giving him the heel stretch, right? He's going to take a couple really big deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Yes. Try to feel the stretch all the way from your heels up and out through the crown of your head. This is like traction for his spine, right? In addition, what's the other thing I want to say? Can't remember, I'll remember later. So now he's going to bend his knees and then let the carriage come back in. Yeah. Now bring the arches of your feet on the bar. Yep. No, a little bit lower than that. Right in the middle. Yep. Okay. Now press out. You want to exhale to press. Yep. Inhale to come in. Exactly. And then try to think about opening up here and keeping that. Yep. And then coming in. Good. Knees stay in line with the hips. And then return. So I'm having him exhale as he goes out so that he can engage the abdominals against the weight of the springs. And hopefully that's going to help him maintain that nice neutral lower back more than if he was inhaling on the way out. And out, reach, collarbones wide, chin off chest, and then come in. Exactly. Out. Now hold right here. We're going to add a little variation which helps massage the feet. So you're going to, as you bring the carriage in, I'm going to pull your toes up. The whole front of the foot. Yep. Now go back out, toes down. Yes, toes up. So now he's getting, bring it in. Yep. Ankle mobility, toes down. Yep. Toes up, which I feel like you're massaging this part of your foot, right? Now hold on, reverse. So toes up to press out. Yep. Toes down to come in. Very good. Hold on, I want to fix this. Go a little more here, right in the center of your foot. Yeah, that's it. Toes down, toes up. So you can see this is good for him because he's biking, working at his desk all day. This area needs some love too. If there's misalignment or tightness there, it can transfer up to the lower back. And again, last time. Down with the toes, and then up and lift. Yes, beautiful job. Now you can bring your heels on the bar for me, same thing, hip distance apart. But now you're going to try to keep the foot lifted the whole time. So you're kind of working these muscles to hold that up. Yep, now you're pressing. It's almost like a squat, but you're laying down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Inhale in, exhale out. Yes. Very good. Something else when you're teaching your clients, right? You want to try to walk around your clients so that you can see what things look like from multiple angles. So you might see things differently in the back than you would in the front. Luckily here I can pretty much see the same, but on some clients you might see a whole new world of things going on. Out, and then back in. Exactly. Nice job. And you're keeping that length in your lower back. One more time. Go out for me. Yes. And then come back in. Okay. So I'm going to have him, he's already right here. His heels are already on the bar. He's going to go right into bridge. Okay. Bridging, I'm selecting for him because he needs hip mobility. He needs hip extension. He's always in hip flexion. So now you're going to press your heels into the foot bar. Yeah. Pull your toes up again. That's it. And you're gonna try not to move the carriage, okay? First couple, we're just gonna bridge up and down. So yeah, press your heels into the bar, roll all the way up through the spine, hold at the top, let your shoulders relax into the mat a little. You can go, let's do palms up for you. Yes, and let your arms be on the mat.
I can't.
You can, you're like, no, not possible.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, this is a good teaching moment, right? Sometimes people's bodies don't do what you foresee them doing. He is tight here and in the back, so this is what we get with his arms. That's okay. Now, you're gonna roll yourself down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Now, I want you to pretend you have a little ball between your knees, okay? So you keep your inner thigh connection. Do it again. Slowly roll up. Press your heels into the foot bars. You press your hips up. Lengthen the back of the neck. Go chin down just a teeny tiny, not too much. Go up a little, right there. Yep. Now roll yourself down. One vertebrae at a time. Roll through your spine. Keep the knees hugging the midline of the body. Yep. And then do that again. Slowly coming up, up, up. Pilates mini ball between the knees. Yep. There you go. Okay. From here, now you can come back down. That's fine. We'll do one more because then you're going to stay up for me, okay? So I'm going to take one spring off. So now he's going to be on 3 reds for this. So coming all the way up. Yes. Now he's going to hold this position. I want you to feel like you're reaching your knees towards the window.
Okay.
Yep. You're going to continue reaching your knees forward to push the carriage back. And keep your abdominals engaged. Just push it back. Now let your hips and your body come down to one nice long low hover. Yes, there you go. When you come back in, you're going to lift your hips right back up. So engage your seat and your hamstrings right here to lift your hips back up and then connect to the ribs. Reach the fingers away from the ears. Yeah. Okay, come back, press back out. Find that long low line with your body. Yep, and then come back in. Lift the hips nice and high. And then go back out. So we can see here, right, he wants to roll out on his foot. So I want you to bring a little more weight here on the inner borders of your feet so that you can keep your weight centered with your ankles and your knees. Yep, just do that one more time. Press out, find your length in your hover. You can even come a little lower maybe next time. Yeah, like really just like I slide a piece of paper above your hips, or under your hips. And then come in, lift, lift, lift. Yes, hold at the top. Now, I want you to keep the carriage pulled into the stopper. Take your hips down an inch and then back up. Got it here. Down an inch and then back up. That's it. Inhale down. Exhale, press up, lift. Yes. I want you to focus on your heels pressing down as you lift your hips up. Your back of your neck staying long. And then the abdominals gently wrapped around you to support your back. That's very good. 2 more. 2. So I might make him do more, but we're trying to just give you a taste, keep things moving. One more time. Yep. Now you're just going to roll back down all the way. 1 vertebrae at a time. Yes. Great job. Okay. So he's going to stay here on his back. We're going to go right into feet and straps. This is going to help stretch out his hamstrings and his hips. I've got him on 2 red springs. And then, so here's what's going to happen. Now you're going to press the carriage all the way out. Yep. And then I'm going to have you use these straps. So I'm switching. I had double loops on, which can be annoying for putting the feet in. So I'm switching to my regular just single loop straps. If you're on balanced body, a lot of times you don't need to switch. I just like to in here. So now to put your feet in, you're going to bring your right leg up first and put it in the strap. Press your foot into the strap, right? You want that loop right below the arch of the foot. And now keep that foot pressing in. Yeah, bring this foot up. Exactly. Okay, now you're going to press the legs, bring this together, and then press down towards the springs. Yes, let your arms relax by your sides. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now slowly let your legs float up to 90 degrees. So I want you to keep your tailbone anchored into the mat. And you should feel your hamstrings majorly stretch. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now slowly press back down. Engage the backs of your thighs to press the legs back down towards the springs. So since he has tight hamstrings and a tight lower back, I'm going to grab a little prop. That's going to make this a little more comfortable for him. Which is our soft density half foam roller, right? So bend your knees into your chest for me. Yeah. And then let your tailbone lift up and off. So I'm going to slide this underneath your booty. Watch your hands. Yep. There you go. Okay. Now you can let your booty come back down. Yeah. Okay. So we're trying to get this right underneath his sacrum. That is the ideal spot. So that you can give him a little lift up through the lower back. He's going to get more range of motion through the legs. Okay. Press back out for me. Straight. Yeah. Okay. Does that feel good where it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, slowly, again, try to untuck. Try to let me see here. Let me move this up a teeny bit more. Bend your knees. Yeah. Right there. Okay, now come back down. That's good. Okay. So now, slowly, keep the legs together. You're going to bring the legs back up to 90 degrees. So, hinging towards you. Now you can anchor your tailbone to the roller. Does that feel better?
More stretch.
More stretch, right? So we've propped up his hips and lower back, so now he gets a bigger stretch when the legs come up, less tightness in the lower back. Press back down. Engage the backs of your thighs. Pull up through the abdominals. Yes. And then slowly lift the legs back up. Find the stretch. Inhale. And then exhale. Press back down towards the springs. Good. Now come back up again. You're going to hold right here. Yes. Bend your right knee into your chest. Yep. There you go. Keep that one bent, and I want you to reach up and grab this rope with your left hand. Pull down on the rope and anchor this hip. So I want this hip to pull down into the roller. Yes. And you should really feel that stretch here now. Majorly, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now he's been warmed up with footwork. So now he gets this nice stretch from, again, if you reach your heel up to the ceiling more. There you go. And then hold this. Give your client a little spot. Then they get that stretch all the way, that fascial continuity again, all the way up. The hamstrings, when they're tight, really pull on the lower back. So that's why I'm stretching them for him. He's also using a lot of hamstrings in biking. Now you're going to bend your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Do the same thing. Reach that leg up. Yep, exactly. Anchor your hip to the roller. Bring it this way a little bit. Like let your leg come down a little bit. They want it, straight leg, but press into the strap a little. There you go. Now you can anchor your hip down to the roller more. Reach up through your heel. So he's going to take a couple nice big deep breaths. And the other great part about doing these stretches on the half foam roller is that in so doing all the different movements he's doing, he's getting an SI joint massage and release too, especially when we do leg circles. Now, take this leg straight up so both legs are straight. You're going to press into the straps a little bit more. So we come back down towards the foot bar. Yep. There we go, right here. That's good. All right, now I want you to open out to the sides. So you're going to stretch your inner thighs. You're going to keep your hands on the ropes. Yep, anchor your sacrum to the roller. Yeah, and kind of see if you can untuck your lower back a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so now he's stretching his inner thighs. Not something that you can, this is a stretch that's hard to recreate, right? So you can gently pull down on the ropes and flex the feet to get an even deeper stretch all in here. It's also going to stretch his medial hamstrings when he's here in this position. Yeah, feels good, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now bring both legs together. Okay, now the hip flexor stretch here, that's one of my favorites. You're going to keep this leg here. You're going to bend this knee, take this foot to the outside of the reformer. Yes, exactly. Now, sometimes you got to kind of move, get your rope underneath the roller, and then see if you can continue to let your foot come down towards the floor. And then do this. Now, see if you can bring your foot down more. Or is this as far as we got?
That's
This So that's what we got.
Yeah.
Okay. So depending on your client, if you have someone who has a little more flexibility there, they may be able to put their foot down, probably not on the floor, especially with this, but on the platform extender, or if you have a moon box, that will also work. Some of the moon boxes are slippery though, so make sure you place something underneath. So you should feel this, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know he has tight hip flexors, right? So that's why I'm trying to stretch them in the beginning of the workout and his hamstrings, because if those don't get stretched, then he's going to have some restrictions when we do other movements, and he might get into his lower back more than likely. So I want to get those muscles stretched at the beginning of the workout, so when we go into our ab series and other things, he's not inhibited by those tight muscles. Now you need to spot your client when they come out of this. So I'm going to hold the rope. You're going to start to bring that foot back up. Don't attempt this with anybody who's had a hip replacement or anything of the sort, right? Press, yeah, right back here. That's good. Don't go anymore. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So, slowly bringing this foot to the outside of the reformer. You spot your client with your rope. We let it go under the roller right now and go down as far as it's comfortable, and then make sure you don't let your back, arch too much. Kind of pull your tailbone into the roller. Yeah. How's that?
Good.
Feel it?
A lot of stretch.
A lot of stretch, yeah. So you, you didn't even need me to press on it, do you?
Not really.
No. So he really doesn't. So, because he's pretty tight, and this is like a pretty precarious position. So if you had someone who is a little more mobile, you may be able to come in and give them some pressure up on the higher part of the hip here, and then one hand here. So I'd have the heel of my hand on his hip bone, the other hand down here to lengthen the muscle and give him an assist, but he doesn't need it. Now, you can carefully bring this leg back up. So we took a couple deep breaths. He's going to bring this leg up. Now, hold here, arms down by your side. Now, he's ready to do leg circles because now he's released all of the muscles around the hip joint. So these are going to feel really good. So you're going to press down towards the springs. Yep, as low as you go without arching. Open the legs out to the side. Float the legs up, out, around, and together at the top. Yes, and then press back down. Down, and then up, out, around, together and up. And then just think about keeping your core muscles gently engaged so that you don't let your lower back arch or roll around too much. And then up. Feels good, yeah? And down. And then up. He's going to hold at the top. Now let the legs go out to the side. Yep, all the way. Keep going. Yep, and next you're going to reverse. You're going to press down into the straps, towards the foot bar, come together, and then float back up. Yes, open out to the side, come down and around, and then together. Yes. So he's getting that now, he's getting that nice massage through his SI joint as he moves the legs and has that roller right underneath his sacrum and SI joints. And out, down, and around. Yes. Okay, fabulous. Now you can bend your knees in towards your chest. Yep, because we will do other hip strength. Actually, this usually feels pretty good right here.
Yeah.
This is great. So people love this stretch too. This is like tractioning and stretching for the lower back, right? So you can kind of press your feet into the straps a little as your knees come towards you. So you get a little kind of two-way action going on. And then you'll feel your lower back stretch quite a bit. Like your arms. Yeah, good. Okay, so we end with that nice juicy stretch, and then I'm going to help him take his feet out. Yep, you can bring this foot onto the bar. Yep, and then we got this one. Bring that foot onto the bar too. Then you can let the carriage come back in all the way. Lift your hips up. Let's take that out. Yeah, and then how does your back feel now?
Feels like I've been doing a workout.
Feels good though, right? Like stretched out.
Yeah, I feel stretched, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So now that he's nice and stretched, you warmed him up with the reformer, we're gonna turn this into a tower and do some fun stuff with that. Okay, so now we've turned it into a tower and we're gonna continue our workout. So we've got the arm springs all the way at the bottom hook. The reason that we have them there is that we know that he gets neck tension and tightness, right? Because he's drawing all day, his upper traps are tight and overworked. So we're gonna use the springs from below to get into the lower fibers of the lower traps, the serratus, and all the good shoulder stabilizers that are a little bit further down the back. So that's why we're moving the resistance down. So he's gonna grab these. You're gonna hold one in each hand.
Okay.
Yep, and then we're gonna go into some back rowing, right, to help counteract all of this that he's doing all day. We're gonna do this now. So you're gonna hold onto your springs and just do a test. You probably could walk back a little bit. Yeah, because he's gonna just first start with a wide row. So anchor the feet to the floor, reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling, because I want that neck nice and long. Like here, look down just a little, right there. Okay, now pull your elbows nice and wide. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Yes. And then pull. Now try not to lean with your body. I want your body to be in one piece. Shoulders right over your hips. Yeah, and now go chin up just a little. Yeah, exactly. So now he is working right into here. I am trying to get him to wrap the shoulders around, hug the shoulder blades towards the spine, and stay out of the upper traps, right? Pull wide and center. If you had someone who, didn't have as much leg strength and they wanted to do, you can add squats to this. I'm not with him because his legs are strong enough. He doesn't need that. He just needs the upper body for right now. Up and down. Do two more. Two, you're kind of keeping your core engaged, right, to hold yourself in that nice position. And now we're going to go palms face each other. So we're going into a low row now. So he's going to inhale to prepare, exhale to pull the elbows up and back. More like, try to go not like this, but more like this. Like your elbow. Yeah, there you go. Yes. So again, he's thinking about hugging the shoulder blades towards the spine, widening the collarbones, and then reaching the crown of the head up to the ceiling as he anchors the feet to the floor and keeping that elongation through his back throughout. Now, pulling up and back, try not to lean. Try to stay here. There you go. Yeah. And then pull wide 3 and 2 and 1. Yes, exactly. Okay. Now he's going to walk forward a couple inches, right? Hold onto these. So that's good. You can come like right over here. Okay. Biceps from below. So I'm going to flip the palms up, face the ceiling. Take a big inhale again. On the exhale, you're going to pull your palms up to your shoulders without leaning forwards or back. Inhale and the arms come down. Yes. This series is great for guys because the springs from below is going to be a lot heavier than the springs up top. So it gives them quite a bit of resistance to work with. So they usually really enjoy it. Up and down. Remember, if you want more resistance, you walk back. Less, you come forward. And then up, and then slowly down. Try not to lean. There you go. Chin up a little. Up, and then down. Yeah. Up, and down. And we're watching. He's good here. But people will tuck under. People will do all kinds of interesting things with the lower back. So you want to make sure that they're standing neutral. Shoulders, hips, and ankles stacked. 3 and 2. Keep lifting through the abs. One more time. Now see if you can hold and then alternate your arm pulls. Right arm, left arm. Yes, and now he's using his core to resist the rotational pull of the springs. Because when you only do the one arm, your body's going to want to turn just a little bit. Not a ton, but he is still working his core in that way. Yeah, that's good. That's enough of those. Okay, so now I'm going to have you, I'm going to grab this one. You're going to turn and face the window. Yeah.
This way or that?
That way. Okay. Yep, all the way around. I got this.
Okay.
Sometimes it's good to just hold them for people.
Oh,
Now I'm going to hand you these again.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now you're using the arm swings from below for a little bit of traction and to help him open his chest. So that's why we are doing this. He's going to walk his feet forward. Yep, keep going. So the test to know if your client's gone far enough is, can you separate your feet just a little bit more? That's good. And then now see if you can let the springs pull you into a standing back bend. More
Are
chin.
my hands,
Palm
down or?
this way.
Okay.
Yeah, palms facing the window.
Okay.
I think you could use more spring, don't you? Yeah. The more spring people have, yeah, the more they can get into the back bend. How's that?
Good.
Good. Okay. So he's here. This is not good. Yes. So most people will throw their head too far back. The head needs to follow the line of the thoracic spine, right? So now I want you to keep your arms here. You're gonna bend your knees and send your hips back so that you come into a flat back, neutral spine squat. So you're really we're trying to look for elongation through your back. There you go. And then keeping your knees behind your toes a little bit. Just pull them back a little. There you go. Now press the floor away. You're gonna hip hinge. Come all the way up to standing and then come into your back bend. So let the hips come forward. Let the springs pull your arms back and open your chest. Should feel really good. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. No pain here, right?
Nope, no pain in the back.
Good. So we want, if someone feels pain here, they're probably pushing themselves too far. Do it again. Bend your knees. Think about sending your hips back behind you. You're sitting bones. Reach straight back towards the mirror. There you go. Yes. Neck staying really long here. There you go. Now let your arms, come up and back behind you. Press the hips forward. Arch the upper back. Find even extension. Exactly. Yeah, just do that one more time. Send the hips back. Arms, keep your arms pretty straight. There you go. And then now, not too far now. Now you're going to press yourself, press the floor away. Use your legs. Let your arms float back and open the chest. Arch the back, lift the sternum towards the ceiling, and find that length here. Not too much, right? That's good. And then you can slowly, carefully, let your shoulders come forward, right in line with your hips. Walk yourself back a little bit. Yeah. Okay, you're going to stay right here, okay? Because I'm going to move the springs up to the top. So a little something. We're going to have him now do arm springs facing away from the tower. If I can ever get this hook out. Okay, there we go. So adding in a little bit of chest work and then also opening of the chest. Came off again. Okay, crisis averted. So these go up here. This comes off. This comes over, and then we're going to take this up. Okay. So we're going to grab onto these and turn and face the window. Yeah. Okay. Fabulous. Now you're going to walk yourself forward so you have enough tension in the straps so you feel like, yeah, you have something. Now press your arms straight out in front of you. Yeah. No, that might be too much. Yeah. So I want you to bring your feet a little bit closer together. Now he's a guy, I'm not going to have him go into Pilates stance quite yet. I'm going to have him just here for now. Arms are straight out in front of you, and you want to try to lean slightly forward with your entire body away from the tower so you feel like you're in a standing plank. How's that? Probably right about there. Yep, that's good. Now you're going to bend your right elbow and rotate to the right from your waist. Continue to reach this arm forward, but don't let your hips rotate. Yes. Push your arm back out in front of you. Yep, now switch sides. Yep, there you go. So you've got a gentle engagement of the glutes to keep the hips square. Now you're going to press that arm back out. But I want you to stop in the middle. So, wait. Keep this arm here. Reach it longer. Yep. As you pull that one back. Now, press the right arm forward. Return to center with your body. Now, pull the left elbow back. Reach the right arm forward in line with the shoulder. Anchor the hips forward, but turn from here. This is a good place to start introducing some spinal rotation. Yeah. Press the left arm forward. And then bend your right elbow, turn to the right. Grow taller as you turn. Anchor your heels to the mat. Yes. Press your arm back out in front, your right arm. Yep. And then now turn from the left. Bend the left elbow. Don't let your right arm cross your body. That's important. Yes. Good. And then now press that arm back out in front. Hold right there. Turn your palms to face each other. Yep. Now he's going to go into chest fly. So he's going to get a little chest opening and a little chest strength all at once. Inhale, open the arms as wide as you can go without arching your back or losing your body position. Exhale to pull the arms back together. Again. Yeah, but don't let your body move. So keep your body right here. You want to stay in that leaned forward plank. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Yes, very good. Inhale, open nice and wide. And then exhale, close. That's it. You want to use your chest to bring your arms together. I was trying to find one of my props, but I can't find it. Looking for my yoga block. Oh, here it is. Okay. And then you can bring your arms back together in front. Yep, palms face down. Yep, and then just lastly do some chest presses. Bend your elbows. And then just push straight forward with the arms, holding your body here. Yes. Now, I'm going to give him the block here. See if you can walk your feet together just a little bit more so that you can kind of hug the block. So this would be a way for me to get him to start to feel the inner thigh connection while he's in this standing plank. He's really working on here, anchoring the heels to the floor, reaching up and up with the crown of the head as he works with the arms, kind of like what he did when he was at the wall earlier today. Just do one more of those. Bend in, and then reach press. Now you can let your arms come down all the way. Yes, beautiful. And then I got these. Yeah, and then you're gonna turn and face the mirror. Okay, I got this. Block was made things a little more interesting, right?
Yeah.
You feel like you had to plug up here a little bit, right?
Yeah, you feel it through the inside of your legs as you do the exercise.
Yes, that is the idea, right? Most guys need something, right? So I wasn't putting it up too high, and I didn't have him in Pilates stance because it's usually not really comfortable for guys. So now you're gonna come to seated, okay? So you're sitting and you're facing the mirror. Yep, and then you're gonna have your legs straight. Yeah, good. You're gonna grab onto these and then hold on to them. Yep, we're gonna do some roll downs. So depending on your person's lower back pain, tightness, you may or may not do roll downs with them. For him, I am choosing them because he actually feels good when he gets the coming up part of the roll up. Feels good to him, and he doesn't have a herniated disc. If he had a herniated disc, I would not have him do rolling up and down. It's too much compression here. So scoot back for me away from here. Yep, like here. Okay. Now you're gonna start to roll yourself down. Okay. Flex your feet. Nope, other way.
Other way.
Yeah, you're gonna roll down here. Yeah. All the way down. Now you're gonna roll through your spine evenly, one vertebrae at a time. Yeah. And then come all the way down, let your head come down. Yes. Now at the bottom, can you do a nice wide row without hiking your shoulders up to your ears? That's good. Now you're going to come back up. Gently nod your chin. Not too much, that's good. Let the springs guide you up. Anchor your heels to the floor. As you come up and then dive forward over the thighs, gently press down to the straps. He's going to come up and over my hand. Does that feel good?
Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah. So this is the part he likes, where he gets this lift and stretch right here. Now you can start to keep your round back, but relax your shoulders a little bit. Now you're going to roll down. So roll through the spine, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Anchor those heels, come down. He's going to pull wide with the elbows to get those shoulder stabilizers, shoulder, what's the word I want to use? Retractors working. Coming back up, dive forward, go up and over the thighs. Yes. Relax the shoulders, push down to the straps to lift up through the abs. Good, you're just going to do that one more time. Now you've got the block, so as you roll down, you can pull your toes up, hug the block with your inner thighs to get deeper into your abdominals to roll more through the lower back. Come all the way down. Watch on this. Relax here. And then now pull your elbows wide, but keep the space between your ears and your shoulders. Yes, good. So you lengthen the back of the neck. Carefully nod the chin. Use your abdominals to lift up. Hug the block to keep your inner thigh connection. Come forward, up and over the thighs. He's going to go up and over and get that beautiful stretch here. Watch the chin to chest. There you go. Okay, that was nice. Now, You're gonna let go of those. Yep. And then just lay down onto your back for me. So coming all the way down. Yeah. And you're gonna bend your knees, feet flat. Yep. And then let's do a couple like lower abdominal, lower back stability exercises. So you can have your arms long by your sides. Yep. Then when you bring your right leg up in the air. Yeah, bend. There you go. Good. Okay, now take your left arm up in the air. Palm facing in. And then I want you to reach this leg straight out and away as long and low as you can go. Reach that arm back while maintaining length through your spine. Yep. No tucking under. You're in a neutral lower back. Now pull everything back in. So pull the knee in, pull the arm up. Yep. Again, gently press this foot into the mat as you reach away, and then pull it in. And then reach away, and then pull it in. Lift your head up for me. There you go. That looks better. So I gave him a little pillow because he just looked a little tight here. So it's going to lift him up, give him a little less tension, and then in. Is this hard enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So his lower back is pretty tight today, which is why I do not have him in a full open chain exercise with both legs in the air. Now you can come back in, place that foot down, place that arm down, let's switch. This leg comes up, yep, that leg comes up, let that arm rest. And then now reach that arm back, and then come back in. Yes. So he's inhaling to pull it in, exhaling to reach out. Yep. And make sure this foot and knee is right in line with that hip. He's got to press this one into the mat to anchor this side as he works through that side. So he's working contralaterally, right? One side, opposite sides working together. And he's keeping the length. I want you to feel the crown of the head reach it back. Yep, exactly. And then he's not tucked under through the lower back. So that nice neutral spine. Yep, just do 3 more. 3, and then back in, and 2, and then back in, and then one more time. Out, and then back in. Okay, now we're going to go into some assisted flexion. So you can use anything. I'm showing you guys with a towel. Everybody has a towel, so it's something easy to use. It also helps traction the neck a little bit. So you're going to take this and place it right back here,
Okay.
right where your head and neck meet each other. And then you can take this out. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to keep the feet here. What do I do with the block? Okay. Put it on the floor. Oh yeah, here it is. Story of a teacher's life, always looking for toys. So, bring your feet in a little bit. I want you to squeeze this. So I'm giving him this block. He is lacking inner thigh connection. This is going to help. You're going to inhale in. On the exhale, you're going to curl forward, but keep your tailbone heavy. Okay, now pull your elbows in just a little bit. That's good. Okay, and then kind of while you're up here, think about pressing your head back into the towel to sort of lengthen the back of your neck. That's exactly right. You're tractioning to come up, not pulling your head forward. And you come back down. And then again, curling up. And see, what he's doing a really nice job of is he is not tucking under through the lower back. When people do their ab curls, the tailbone should stay heavy. Curl, lift, exhale. Does that feel good on the neck? Yeah. So I gave him the towel because, as we discussed, he has neck pain, tightness. So throwing someone into unsupported flexion the first time they come to your studio might not be the best idea. Giving them something like the towel, the fitness circle behind the head, or even sometimes some people don't like the prop, they can put their hands behind. I personally really like this. And then girl, hold here. Now see if you can rotate towards that thigh with your whole upper body. Turn more this way. There you go. Yes. Now come back down. And then you're going to come up towards me. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Yes. Good. So I want you to keep thinking about pressing the back of your head into the towel as you come up. So you're not just pulling your head forward. Yeah. And then come back down. Inhale, exhale, anchor the feet, hug the block as you lift and rotate. And then come down. Good. One more time each side. So I'm not doing a ton of reps. We're just doing a little bit. Again, you could do more. I'm just giving you guys a little sampler. Up. Yes, and you can come down. Great job. Okay, I got this. And then I got this. So now we're gonna go into some spinal mobility with the push-through bar and end with some stretching on the bosu. So you can roll onto your side, maybe that side, and then just press yourself up to standing. And then let's reset really quick. So let's do this. I'm gonna put this on. So you'll need one spring on your push-through bar for the next series. So this series is good for guys. We're gonna do Mermaid because sitting in the mermaid position, not usually comfortable. So he's gonna sit with his feet flat on the floor, scoot up here. For the sake of time, we're just gonna show one of each thing. So put that hand on the bar for me. Yeah. Now, I want you to scoot a little bit closer. That's good. Okay. So you want their feet under their knees. You're pressing, yeah. Typically you would spot the bar, but he's got it. You're gonna press the bar away. Reach your right arm up and over. You're coming into a side bend. Okay. So just side bend towards the mirror for me. Yeah, but don't turn your head. Keep your head facing the camera. Yeah. So this is getting him that lift here, stretch here. So he's getting this up and over feeling. He needs that spinal mobility. Now he's gonna stay, rotate, turn, and face the bar. Walk your left hand over. Now bring your right hand on. I'm gonna give him a little spot here on his hip. Make sure those toes point straight forward. Yep. Now press the bar forward and lower your chest down as far as it's comfortable for you while wrapping your shoulders around your back. Now slowly lift up through the mid-back. Pull the bar towards you. So you're gonna come up, lift, inhale. Exhale, push the bar down and away and anchor this hip. I'm doing a forehead, but it's gonna stretch all of his mid-back muscles out. One more time. So again, for the sake of time, we're only showing you a couple reps. Take your left hand, walk it towards your right hand. Open up to face that way. Yep, now you're gonna come all the way back up to seated. Let your right arm come down to the mat. And let your left arm come up with the bar. And let it come all the way up. Yep, okay, now just swing your legs around this way. So Crystal will switch sides. That left hand up. He's gonna press down into the foot bar. Maybe let's see, scoot a little closer. Yeah, there you go. And he's gonna come into the side bend first. Don't rotate yet. So think of staying facing the gray wall. You can side bend, so come up and over towards the mirror. So he's lifting up and out of this side, stretching this side, right? That's good. And I'm gonna make sure his head stays right in line with his spine. Now you can turn to face the bar, bring your left hand down, walk your right hand over. I'm here, right? I'm now anchoring his left hip. He's gonna push his arms forward. Yes, good. Inhale. Keep the arms straight. Wrap the shoulders around your back. You're gonna come up into that extended swan position. So just start to lift your chest. Yep, lift your head. Good, don't bend your arms though. And then now exhale, push the bar forward. Bringing the chest forward and down towards the mat. Yes, one more time. Coming up and lift. And then pressing down and forward. Hold. Walk your right hand towards your left. Open up to face the gray wall. Yep. And then now you're coming all the way back up. So that's a really good exercise for him because he's always here. He needs to, we've talked about, right? Extend, but also laterally flex and rotate his spine. Okay, let's end with some work with bosu. So I'm going to give him one more spring on here. And we're going to do some extension with the push-through bar, and you'll finally get to use your bosu, right? So you can come up to standing for me. We're going to put this down. Okay, so the bosu, here, wait, come together. Okay, so the bosu is going to go on the mat. You've got to try to guess the length of your client's torso, because when they're on the bosu and they start with their arms straight, you want the bar to be in front of the uprights. So I'm actually going to go here. Now, you can come down. If people have slippery pants, put a sticky thing on top of the bosu. You're going to put your hip bones on top of here. You're on your stomach.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't roll this one.
All right.
And then I'm going to watch your head. Because I'm going to push this down. Very important that you spot the the bar for your clients. They need to get situated. Scoot your hip bones further up. Yeah, and I might have just, let's see. Now you're gonna grab onto the bar for me. Both hands. Walk your hands apart a little bit. Yes. Okay, you got the bar?
Yeah.
Always ask. Now, actually, I think I guessed just right. So, you're gonna press the bar forward and lower your head and shoulders down towards the mat. Yes. So, we have the bosu here because he has tight hips and a tight lower back. This is gonna open up the front of his hip joint, lengthen out the lower back, and make it less likely that he's gonna hyperextend. Also feels really good. This probably feels good, right?
Yeah.
Now, slowly keep your arms straight. You're gonna start to lift up, coming into your spine. I'm giving him extra traction here, not too hard, but just letting him lengthen up here. As high as it's comfortable. Is that good? Okay, go chin down just a little. Yes, not too much, like right here. Yeah. So his neck is staying long. You're gonna exhale, press the bar down and away, reach the crown of the head forward, anchor the feet to the mat. Nice. Slowly wrap your shoulders around your back. Initiate from here. Lift from the mid-back. Open the chest. Find that extension. Yes. Feel okay?
Yeah.
Good. One more time, come back down. And then one more time, he's going to come up. Again, you might do more reps. We're just giving you a couple ideas. Lift. Beautiful. Now, before you can press down, but remember, you have to come and grab the bar from your client. Now, push back behind the bosu into like a shell stretch, so your knees are together. You're going to sit back towards your feet. Yeah, and you can let your arms kind of come forward over the bosu. Yeah, like literally like come all the way down. Yeah, and then sit your booty down. Yep, just like that. So now he's just counter stretching the lower back, taking that little counter stretch from the extension. And then we're going to end with a nice stretch on the bosu because he's already right here, and it's one of my favorites for people with tight chests and upper backs. So walk your hands towards you, and we're going to just spin your body around so that you're facing the window and you're sitting in front of this. Yeah, good. Have your knees bent, your feet flat, and then he's going to start to lay back down over the bosu. Typically, people will need some kind of pillow or head support. So I'm going to grab him something. Let's see how this goes for you. I think that's going to be good. How's that? Yeah, good.
Comfortable.
Yeah, tilt your chin up just a little. That's good. So for reference, let's show without. See how it looks? That's too much. He's in hyperextension with his neck. Not very comfortable, right? You don't feel very supported. So let's do this. I almost don't even know if you need the second one now. Go back. That actually looks better to me than the first one. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Feels good?
Is this one a little smaller?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is better.
Yeah. So sometimes you have to play around. It's like Goldilocks. So he actually looks the best with just the one pillow. That puts his head in the most supported, comfortable position. No, you're going to just, this probably feels nice, right? You're going to reach your arms up, bring your arms all the way back behind you, and then open out to the side. Come down and around. Yes. Good. And then come up. So now he's getting this active stretch over the bosu. The bosu is softer than the spine corrector or the arc barrel. It's also less severe of an arc than either of those. So especially for guys or people who are super tight, this is much more accommodating than those pieces of equipment. Now reverse your circles. Go the other way. Yep. You can walk your feet apart. Yeah. That's good. And down. Okay, and then you're going to bring your arms back up. Yep, palms face each other. And then open your arms out to the side. Nice and wide. Yes. Tilt your chin up just a little. There you go. Arms up. And then arms down. And then I want you to hold. Yes. And then I'm going to come in. He's going to take a big inhale in. Exhale. Now I have my heels of my hands right on his pec minors. Right? And I'm just going to kind of press here. It's nice to have people breathe while they do it, right? Relax your arms. Take another big inhale